Continues to show the two-tier system in America. If you are the president's leading political opponent, the DOJ tries to literally put you in jail and give you prison time. If you are the president's son, you get a sweetheart deal. Now, this does nothing to our investigation. It actually should enhance our investigations because the DOJ should not be able to withhold any information now, saying that because of pending investigation, they should be able to provide Chairman Comer with any information that he required.
House Speaker Kevin McCarthy desperately trying to claim that Hunter Biden's guilty plea to misdemeanor tax charges is actually a resounding victory for the GOP. And get ready to hear the phrase sweetheart deal a lot, because national Republicans are all using the same talking points.
Two different sets of rules depending on whether you're a member in good standing of elite society or not. If Hunter were a Republican, he would have been in jail years ago.
This does not happen if Hunter's last name is anything other than Biden. If he's Hunter Smith, he's doing hard time. It is only because Daddy is president that he gets this sweetheart deal with no jail time whatsoever.
In case you were interested, that's not actually true. Hunter Biden's charges are misdemeanors for failing to pay taxes in a timely manner. And the reality is, in cases where the individual pleads guilty, accepts responsibility, and can pay back what's owed and the penalties, they rarely actually go to jail. Now, we can debate whether that's a good thing or not. Should people like Hunter Biden go to prison for a nonviolent tax misdemeanor? Some certainly do. But comparing Hunter Biden's misconduct to Donald Trump's knowing theft of American battle plans, that's a stretch. And despite what Kevin McCarthy might be saying, it's pretty clear this guilty plea is the end of the road for them. Here's Hunter Biden's lawyer explaining why it's unlikely there's anything more coming for old Hunter.
Is this the end of it?
My understanding is that we're done.
The statement from the prosecutor's office, from Weiss's office, said the investigation is ongoing. This is the statement announcing that criminal charges have been filed. It's obviously not the statement about the plea agreement. Are you led to believe that that investigation is ongoing, will be dropped once this plea deal is made official?
I'm not led to believe anything. That's Mr. Weiss's statement. I think there's going to be a court proceeding. I think there are going to be agreements that are going to come out about the court proceeding. And I think everyone will see what happens once that occurs.
So basically, the DOJ has to go to court now to finalize Hunter Biden's plea before a judge. And make no mistake, if Hunter Biden had chosen to take his case to trial, he almost certainly would have lost and faced actual jail time. So honestly, this is a pretty reasonable call from his legal team. But the normal functioning of the Justice Department has Republicans fuming, including the increasingly James Bond supervillain-looking Tulsi Gabbard, who had this to say to Fox's Greg Gutfeld.
Tulsi, has justice been served?
Of course not. Of course not. And anybody in America can see that. You know, this is, of course, the two-tiered system of justice that we have, where if you are in the in crowd or you are in the, part of the power elite in Washington, you will be let off the hook for crimes that people are serving time in prison for today if you're an everyday American. Mm-hmm. And this is absolutely a distraction.
The reason Republicans are so angry is because in reality, they're absolutely terrified. The same Republicans who promised their voters that Hunter Biden was just days away from going to jail now have to explain why none of that stuff actually happened. That's easier said than done, because MAGA land has been convinced for nearly 3 years that the FBI was investigating Hunter Biden for a huge array of international crimes. In reality, those alleged crimes don't appear to really exist. Now, that hasn't stopped Republicans like McCarthy and House Oversight Chair James Comer from doubling down. Now they're promising even more investigations, which will cost even more taxpayer money. They just can't take the L.
You're still fighting for information from the Department of Justice and the FBI. They have all this information. They must have more. They won't appoint a special counsel to investigate Joe Biden. What do you make of this, and what can you do next? I mean, you're not a criminal enforcement department.
Well, I think we've done as much as we could do with the obstacles we've had to overcome. No one thought I would get bank records. No one thought we would get access to the Treasury Cabinet's suspicious activity reports, but we have. We would not take no for an answer. We kept fighting, and we prevailed.
Comer prevailed, all right. After millions of dollars in wasted taxpayer money, the House Oversight Committee has produced a constant stream of rumors and baseless speculation. What they don't have is a single fact. And even Comer admits they've run out of places to dig. With Republicans now denied the spectacle of a Hunter Biden trial, facing the prospect of Trump's own trial beginning as soon as August, the MAGA bunch is frantically looking for another distraction to pin on Joe and Hunter Biden, even if they have to make it up. The biggest challenge facing Hunter Biden is now over, and the Department of Justice scores yet another high-profile conviction. Once again, the only losers here are the Republicans who followed James Comer and Kevin McCarthy off the political cliff. If you enjoyed that, check out this video about how the GOP's Biden bribery scandal is finally falling apart.
It's extraordinary.
And leave a comment below so you can let me know what I should cover next.